Hello and welcome to the Philippines. What are expats good for? Number one point here. The first year and a half I was here, I didn't pay much attention to other foreigners. Occasionally I would meet one, have lunch with one, have coffee with one, but I was more interested in immersing myself in the Philippine culture and stayed very busy doing that, going places, seeing things, just experiencing life here. Then I happened to come across a place where a lot of expats hung out at. Happened to be a restaurant, John Michael's Restobar in J Center Mall in Mandaue City. It's just down from immigration. And I started understanding that they are good for a number of things. As great and friendly and happy as Filipino people are, many of us start to realize that we're missing that common bond that many of us from the West have. And people from different Asian countries will have the same thing with their culture, I'm sure. And Filipinos, as they go overseas, have the same thing. They seek out other Filipinos, people who have similar culture, language, foods, interests. And I started meeting more and more foreigners. In fact, I've met many foreigners, expats from different countries. And nearly every one of them have been very interesting, very friendly. And you start realizing that because you have shared values, shared histories, shared language, and cultures, that you appreciate that time together and the discussions that you can have. Well, where do you find these expats? There are a number of organizations in the different cities. In fact, I think there's a walking club here in Cebu City area, and I've met a couple of those people, and I don't have the information right now, but if you ask around, you can probably find out about that hiking club, walking club, and they take walks in lots of different areas, go into areas that you'd probably never see unless you were part of that group. There are groups that play billiards, there's bowling groups, there's groups that do a number of different things, and just start asking around, get online, search for those types of activities that you're interested in. Church groups as well. They can also be a huge source of information. Many of them have been here 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and they've got a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, and they can answer a lot of your questions about getting things done here and different issues that you might have here in the Philippines or other countries as well. As I mentioned, I go to a sports bar and restaurant here in Cebu City area, Mandaue City, in the J Center Mall where immigration is at. And this is not a paid advertisement, but I have met dozens of foreigners from a number of different countries there. Go there to watch the UFC fights, and in fact, July 4th, yesterday, I was there for a big feed. July 4th, they had 2 bands from 4 until 10 p.m. and lots of food, lots of foreigners, lots of Filipinos, different people from different countries. This Sunday, they have UFC fights, and usually if there are UFC fights on in the evening, wherever it is in the world, they usually come on at 10 a.m. Yeah, this Sunday, July 8th, there's a real big, a good card set up for UFC, and it will come on at 10 a.m. Philippine time, is my understanding, and the malls open then. And then July 15th, they're going to have the Pacquiao fight there. So that will be on. I'm not sure the times are yet. They do not charge a fee to get into the UFC fights or cover charges. They've got bands on Wednesday night and Friday nights, and there's no cover charge there again, live bands. And they start usually around 6 p.m. and go till 10. If there's a lot of people spending money, they stay open later. Anyway, thank you for coming along and watching. Please like, share the video, subscribe. Safe travels to you all, and we'll see you next time.